Warstone Lane Cemetery, we have made a dramatic discovery. Over to Brendan with the details.
Thank you, Michael. Here is the grave of William Hipkins, who went down with the Titanic. William Hipkins went drowned. His body was lost at sea, but his name is on the family tomb.
Our research told us the Titanic was over 880 feet long, which is 269 metres. We're talking big numbers. I told you they were big numbers.
60! You need another 100. 260 metres is very, very big. It's gigantic.
Yeah, it was massive, man.
109, 110. Oh damn, I've lost count.
Yeah, I know it's a dam.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So this is the whole length of the Titanic.
There's an exhibition about the Titanic at Avery's factory in Soho.
TNT were talking to the steward of the Titanic Museum, Andrew Lound.
There have been lots of people trying to search for Titanic, but Dr. Robert Ballard of the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute became the first man to use modern high-tech technology. They used a robot submersible to follow the debris field, and then eventually, a mile later, it came across the Titanic herself. A submersible with men in it called Alvin was sent down, and they then became the first people to ever see the Titanic since 1912.
How did the ice damage the Titanic? That's a good question. I think one of the big things I think that was found because of the Titanic was to actually identify the plates were buckled. You see, prior to the discovery of the Titanic, many people thought there was a gash cut through the ship 300 foot long. We know now that's not true. That's simply plates are buckled along 6 compartments. The 6th compartment was pumped dry, so there wasn't a problem, but the first 5 compartments, they couldn't keep the pumps working long enough, and therefore they flooded. And the factory was slightly damaged, oddly enough, is the shocking thing, and that was a big find because that solved a lot of mysteries. The biggest surprise, perhaps, apart from discovering that, was the factory was broken into 2. Because all the films you see before the discovery show the ship in one piece, slowly sinking. This exhibition has real stuff from the Titanic. Andrew, could you explain what this is? Yes, this is a side light, or perhaps some people call them portholes, but the official name is a side light. And it's essentially the small round windows that you see on the side of a ship. Titanic had over 1,300 of these fitted to the ship. A fantastic item brought up from 12,500 feet from the bottom of the sea, which is quite fantastic, really. The wreck coal. 3 pieces of coal brought from the ground, from the site of the Titanic. We have 2 pieces of metal. They brought up a 20-ton piece of hull for display. And I was in Boston in the USA when they brought the piece back, and there was flakes of it coming off, and so I picked those pieces up. We have a small bottle of eau de cologne, which was brought off the wreck, which is on loan to us. And this piece of wood is a piece of wood panelling, which was recovered out of the sea on 15th of April 1912 by a fishing boat. Is the movie any different to what happened in real life? James Cameron's movie, actually, for all the criticism it has, is actually not bad. If you take away the love story, Rose and Jack, forget those there, and look at the background, you'll find the background is very accurate indeed. Very accurate. He stayed on board and went down with the ship. His last words were, "Be British."